Thank you for listening to this Belly Up Sports Podcast Network product. Some said we go belly up, so we made it our name, and we're still here.
Call yourselves Title Town? Are you kidding me?
That's fraud. It feels like a gray area.
Spoiler alert, Canada. Cup's coming back to the US of A.
There's way too much negative stigma attached to strippers.
I hate you guys so much.
My dog just shit his ass.
Hey, everybody, what is going on? It is Wednesday night. That means it is time for another edition of Craft Brewed Sports. I am Mike. With me, as always, is Scott. Scott, how you feeling today, man?
Oh, you know, just back in the National League Championship Series, biatch.
Thank you. Thank you for knocking out the Brewers. I appreciate it so much as a Reds fan who hates Milwaukee. Thank you for beating them. Shout out to Freeman. Take me through that when Freddie hits that home run. How excited were you in the house? Like, what did you do? Did you wake up kids? What happened?
Kids slept through it somehow, but I was screaming at the top of my lungs in the living room. And then it was that stark realization that I still had to deal with Will Smith getting 3 more outs. So there was the jubilation, but also the trepidation of, oh my God, we could still fuck this up. So.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. Congrats on the NLCS. Hopefully you beat whoever comes out of the West. Screw both of those teams.
Screw them both, but thank God they have to play 5, and let's go Giants.
All right, fair enough. Shout out Matt Barr saying, let's do this, boys. Also, as always, hanging out Mookie. Mookie, how you feeling over there, man?
Pretty good. Is it a big deal to make it to the National League Series? Just asking for a friend. I just want to clarify because I'm pretty sure, don't the Astros do that like every year? And it's just
no. The Astros have not made it to the National League Series in
at least 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what? Congratulations. Got me a technicality to start off.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whatever.
I was just glad that Mike was here to take that one for me.
Yeah, sorry. I missed a word or two there to make the nuance of, is it a big deal to make it to the League Series every year?
Yeah, what you're trying to say is you tried to make a joke and it blew up in your face. Got it.
JB wants to know if that's a
never a Clemson jersey. No, respect the Brady Quinn. All right,
it's even worse. Man. It's a Brady Quinn jersey.
It's worse.
I mean, is that though? Is that worse?
It is. Brady Quinn Browns is definitely worse. I feel like Biscuit, Scott Biscuit, giving you a congrats, a little tip of the cap.
Thank you, sir.
Also hanging out with us tonight, a good friend of the show from Korner Booth Podcast, Jared. Jared, what's going on?
What's happening, fellas? How we doing? I'm it's been way too long. I think Super Bowl Sunday was the last time I was on here, so it's been way too long.
It's been a long ass time. Last week when Kevin jumped on the stream and hijacked, Jared immediately texted me after the show and was like, "Dude, I got to get back on. I can't."
It's a rivalry we have that's never to get quenched. Who gets on the show more? I mean, see, Kevin just kind of shows up. I actually ask politely because I'm a gentleman, but
that's fair.
So speaking of being a gentleman, will you do me a favor and plug our show so that these two will stop whining about me trying to plug other belly up shows like Korner Booth Podcast and Slapshot Sweethearts, and those are the only 2 I can think of right now. But
you want me to plug this right now, or do you want me to plug it on our show?
Yeah, let's just do it now. We're gonna try to do this 7 times throughout the show because I feel like that's how many I hit.
Already, you better follow these guys, Craft Booth Sports on.
I like promoting on our show.
Yeah, right. It's just like,
well, you didn't like when I promoted other shows on our show, so why not promo our show on our show? Like, isn't that what you were after?
I just wanted you to promo the show, Drew, because you have not promoted our show ever. I
didn't think you wanted me to promo our own show.
You know,
it was like bad for the brand.
It's a good point.
It's actually probably a good point that Drew should not be the face of this show.
I'm just saying,
spreading the word. That's probably a good
comedy relief.
But so should I not also mention that people should check out No Credentials Required? More of a New York focus kind of situation though, if that's what you're into.
All right, good work, Drew. Good work, Drew. All right, let's talk about these beers that we're drinking tonight. Let's get right into it. We got a ton to get to. We're going to talk this Gruden stuff. I got a question about storming the fields. We're going to talk MLB playoffs. And then later on, we've got some golf news that we have to get to. But before all that, let's talk about these beers. Scott, what do you got in your mug this week?
I just now realized your shirt says you're not welcome at Chuck E. Cheese, you diddler.
Yeah, this is an old school joke of mine, and I put on a shirt when I first got down here, but I realized there was green in it. It was blending in the screen. I was like, shit, I need another one, and I wasn't about to go back upstairs. So the only thing I had down here was leftover merch that I couldn't sell. So.
Yeah, that was still the better choice of the green t-shirt.
Yeah,
it was better than going full Mookie and blending into the background.
Yeah, exactly.
Still the best episode of all time.
I am drinking pumpkin spice is it country? Oh my god, it's country. Oh, I thought it was county fair. The country fair makes it worse. I'm drinking pumpkin spice country fair cobbler. It is a sour, keeping up with this pumpkin theme. It is a pumpkin pie sour. It's got cinnamon, pumpkin, and vanilla at 6.5%. It's pumpkin and sour beer, y'all. It's like it sounds. It's one of those where I saw the description. I thought that could be interesting or horrible.
We don't
Stick around to the end to find out which one.
We don't have a scale yet, so just rate it on whatever scale you want, Scott.
This is going to be this is on the scale of big lips to complete shit show. I'm gonna give this a big lips to start out. Like there could be more to come.
Oh my God.
All right, let's go to
Yeah.
By the way, Biscuit asking if it was time to do that hockey yet. We will do that hockey tonight. We are going to do that hockey. I love Mookie's face there.
I love that while I was saying it, all I heard was somebody mutter, "Oh my God."
Yeah. So,
by the way, Whitey chiming in saying he loves this shirt. It starts so many conversations.
Really,
it is law enforcement mostly.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like it starts more interrogations than conversations, but
Scott, JB is calling your beer "Holy Basic Bitch Batman."
This is like, but that's the thing though. This is anti-basic bitch because no basic bitch will want this. This is some straight curly mustache shit with its sour fucking freakiness, and it's like I said, it's big lips to start off.
Mookie, what are you drinking? And I'm sure you're going to go with a different scale.
yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, my scale is going to be things that I would rather do than rate it on Scott's scale. And so my beer today is actually one that Scott's had before. It is out of what they call the Napa Valley for beer in Valparaiso, Indiana. That's right, friends. The Samoa DeLite from Four Fathers Brewing, a milk stout, 7.5% ABV. Again, only 3.93 caps on Untapped, which I guess is kind of high, but man, this thing is solid.
You know how those beer fans in Valparaiso, Indiana are. They're very
they're very snooty. They do have very high standards because again, it's the Napa Valley for beer. So I'm going to rate it on the scale of things I would rather do instead of rate my beer on Scott's scale. I'm going to go with at a professional engagement where you're being introduced to someone very important that can have an impact on your career, and you go to shake hands and they go to hug, and then you end up touching some inappropriate body part. And I'll just leave it at that, gender neutral even, and say I would rather do that than rate my beer on Scott's scale. That's how good my beer is.
Jared, what are you drinking tonight, man?
Oh my God, I am drinking Subcontinental by Relic Brewing. Connecticut's one of the best. I give it on a scale of my Wi-Fi going out to Mookie surprising me on my show. I give it about closer to Mookie surprising me on the show unannounced.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a good thing, pal. You're pure entertainment.
Make sure we're paid up on the retainer with the lawyers and attorneys kind of thing.
Well, if JB thought that Scott's beer was a basic ass bitch beer, I got news for you. I got that one beat because this is pumpkin spice latte, hashtag PSL, the basicest of bitch beers from Spice Trade Brewing. And I got to tell you, as somebody who loves coffee stouts and who loves coffee beers and who loves pumpkin beers, this one is beautiful. It's an amazing brew. It is really good. I would say,
okay, where's it at on the big lip scale? That's all we want to know.
Pass.
Yes. Well played. I was really hoping, Jared, when you rated your beer, you're going to be like, It's 4. Just 4. Also, Mike, does it legit say hashtag PSL on the can?
It does. It really does say hashtag PSL right there as the can disappears.
Oh, wow.
Green. But yeah, hashtag PSL on the can. Whitey with the girl. And Tyson says he needed this. He needed this so bad.
Hashtag big lips.
I hope no, Scott, stop it, please, please. All right, let's talk about this.
Before we move on, Scott, we got to clear this up because if you keep dropping that, Gruden's going to sue us for copyright infringement. All right.
I wasn't going to.
He's probably wearing a T-shirt that says he's not allowed near the monkeys exhibit at the zoo.
Not allowed under. What are they? What's the Cincinnati one? They've got the island in the middle of the. Someone needs to hit the animation for moving on because I can't.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. Here it is.
Moving on.
We
made it a full 11 minutes.
Also, just because
Race card.
I feel like you should have that one locked and loaded a lot for the next half hour.
It's ready. It's ready for this first topic. Let's talk about this Gruden thing. Let's talk a little football here. All right, so by now everybody should know the story. It breaks that Gruden he drops comments about the size of black people's lips, and dude's got Michelin lips the size of Michelin tires, and then
Morris Smith, not just people, man. Come on.
I'm sorry, I'm shook from.
I know we all look alike to you, but come on, we've got names. Morris Smith.
You have my God start this show off the bat, bro. So then during Monday Night Football, the scandal goes complete clusterfuck as it's revealed that Gruden was also, he called Roger Goodell the F word. He got pictures of the Washington football team cheerleaders, like topless pictures sent to him. He was complaining about women referees, saying concussions aren't that big of a deal, said Eric Reed should be fired. Just everything you could potentially think of, it all came out, and the Raiders went ahead and relieved him of his due, or he resigned. It was one of those cool situations where it's like, look, either we fire you or you resign. And he's like, all right, I resign. So that's the big story from this week. Scott, let's throw it to you.
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Like, this is one of those when, as it was happening, I was like, oh my God.
I don't think I'm qualified to talk to him.
Thank God Scott's on the show. And I don't mean to make you speak like on behalf of all black people, but holy shit, man. What do we do with this? Because I thought he was going to get fired for just being a shitty coach. He's not a good coach. And then this comes out and it's like, oh, Andy's not a good person too. Got it. Okay. Understand.
Yeah, I mean, he was the Trump era before the Trump era got started, huh? Like, he missed the boat. Like, he bookended this shit. So he was before Trump and everybody getting real shitty, and then he just missed where it was okay to be, Trump and really shitty. So like he totally screwed the pooch on this one. He could have hit that sweet spot of those 4 years and he'd have been just fine. But woof, I mean, Jon fucking Gruden, guys. The problem with this though, like all things considered, we know he's a piece of shit, lost his job, things were horrible. But for fuck's sake, man, am I sick of these goddamn morbid-ass franchises getting let off the hook by these dumb fucking bastards doing something and then getting them out of it? Why couldn't it be that Jon Gruden just stayed the coach of the Raiders forever? That no-talent ass clown getting paid $10 million to win 5 or 6 games for the next decade was all I wanted. So it's one of those things, right, where you get all excited. I see it, and I'm like, wow, this motherfucker's done. And he's exposed. He's a piece of shit. We all knew he was overrated. He was never a good coach. He's out of a fucking job. And then I realized, fuck, that's not actually what I wanted. I wanted him to keep the job in perpetuity and just stay there and run the Raiders into the ground like he had been. So this is kind of a fucking bummer, where I wish there was some way that shit franchises who make shit, horrible personnel hires weren't allowed to get off the hook. Like the NFL should have been like, no, the punishment is you have to stay with this motherfucker out there week after week. That he's lost the locker room, he's lost all respect, in the public forum, and you got to trot this no talent son of a bitch out there every Sunday. That's the punishment. Like, let's really start getting these teams for fucking up.
So real quick, if I can clarify what Scott's asking, are you asking for the Joe Paterno treatment?
The Joe Paterno treatment for him to die? I mean, no, I don't need him to die.
Have him around, allowing shitty people in the organization and win 5 or 6 football games every year for, decades past his prime.
No. Because I mean, see, with Paterno, I mean, that stuff happened and then it got found out and then, he ended up dying. So the fallout from this is he lost his job. No, I'm saying all the shitty things should have happened. And then the NFL is like, no, though. You don't get to get rid of him. You're not off the hook that easily. Like, you're the Raiders. You suck. We want to keep it that way. Because my thing is, at one point, like, the Raiders are accidentally going to hire a good coach, right? Like, they can't keep just hiring the Hugh Jacksons and the shitty ass Jon Grudens of the world. They're gonna accidentally hire an Eric Bieniemy or something like that. And fucking end up, stumbling into a good head coach because of shit like this. Like, I don't want that to happen.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Was it feels like Davis is going to have to make like a big correction here, right? And he's going to try to go to prove listen, I didn't.
The Raiders aren't racist.
We're not.
We got
racist.
A black head coach.
We're hiring a black coach, and Eric Bieniemy is going to be that coach. Like, I mean, every year they're like.
And if I was Eric Bieniemy, I would fucking.
That's exactly what's going to happen. Like, I guarantee this is how Bieniemy gets hired in, and I'm going to hate it because I don't want him to be in Vegas. I want him to go somewhere
where he has a legit shot.
Let's talk about this though for a second here. So they've still got David Carr under contract, right? They've got Josh Jacobs in the backfield, which is serviceable. Their offensive line is mediocre, and their defense is decent, right? Like, that's not a terrible situation. Also, exactly. JB is 100% right. He goes, can't keep hiring a bad coach. The Lions would like a word.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
Listen, Motor City Dan Campbell is a saint.
Yeah, that
man. Kneecaps and knocking back Starbucks. That man's a hero.
But
also, they had Jim Caldwell and they let him
so
go because they didn't like winning. So they're like,
listen,
Jim Caldwell,
Dan
you got to go. You're also too black.
Dan Campbell showed his soft side this weekend, and he broke down in tears. So yeah, he'll bite your kneecaps and tear off a pound of flesh on the way up, but then he'll shed a tear about it afterwards.
Who gives two shits?
A real man knows when it's time to cry.
The minute he had that press conference was the minute I knew, all right, well, I don't need to pay attention to the Lions until their next press conference when they hire the next coach, because this dude clearly isn't worth anybody's time. Like, they could go, the only thing that he could have going for him is that they're going to go 0-17, which nobody else has done before. And that may even be the play here, right? Is because when the Detroit Lions originally were the first ones to do it, the shit-ass Browns had to be like, oh, well, we can do this too. So now, of course, the Fords had to one-up him and say, no, we can get to 0-17 because look who we're going to hire.
JB says that Jim Caldwell was mediocrity personified, and I'm sorry,
I disagree with that.
Marvin Lewis would like a word. That was mediocrity personified.
Got them to the playoffs, so what, 3 times?
I was going to say, both those coaches got to the playoffs.
It's like winning the Super Bowl.
Right, like he should have a statue. Like they talked about putting the Marvin Lewis statue up. Jim Caldwell should legit have a statue in Detroit.
And Peterson a damn statue. At least give this guy a statue for 2 damn playoff appearances. And one of them was because the Cowboys paid the refs off. So I mean, I seriously think you should, like, Jim Caldwell is not mediocrity. That man's a saint in Detroit.
No, he definitely should have a statue. So Biscuit says if this all leads to Dan Snyder losing the Washington football team, I'm all for it. And that's
Didn't
where I
he already?
Well, no, I don't think he's lost it.
No, I mean, like, they forced him out as like CEO.
No, he lost. Yeah, I was gonna say he lost like controlling power of the
I mean, now we all know he's
still
actually running the show, right? Like, I mean,
he's still making bank off it. So that's
he got pushed out as like the talking head. Like they won't let him be in front of the camera anymore.
That's where I'm confused about this whole Gruden thing, because this came from the Washington football team investigation into that team and like what's the dealings that are happening in that team, and this is all we've heard. So like who is leaking this to get Gruden out when it didn't have anything to do with Gruden to start with. This had everything to do with Washington. And then 2, how have we not heard anything from Washington? The NFL came out and said they're not releasing any more emails, and the NFLPA is now going to petition to try to get those emails released. But like, how does nothing else come out and it's just this stuff from Gruden? And then okay, well, that's it. See ya. Nothing else to see here. Bye. Go look at, I don't understand.
I think Mark Davis just paid the league off to get Gruden out faster.
But again, I would be giving Mark Davis credit. Like, I don't think he's that smart. He was stupid enough to bring him back on the deal that he brought him back on. So, like, Mark Davis didn't have an epiphany. Like, oh man, I made a huge mistake, and this guy actually couldn't coach worth a shit, but just took over the ready-made team there in Tampa Bay and won a Super Bowl. Ah, well. Fuck it. Well, these emails? Thank God I'm saved. No, there's no
Mike,
way.
This is where I need you to hit the conspiracy theory drop or whatever, because I know exactly why, and it's even deeper than this. Like,
oh shit, okay,
yeah, it goes a layer deeper.
Let's get the music ready. Here we go.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and vamp for this because you guys are probably going to be a little bit shocked.
All right, Drew.
If we wait for
when you're ready.
Oh, there it is. All right, it's creeping in. So, what had happened was they had all these emails, right? And they had gone through, I think they said something like 600,000 of them. And they were parsing through them. And God, like, I love how the topless photos of the cheerleaders is like the footnote in all of this, as in like that sexual harassment and exploitation was just, okay, you know what? That's just kind of that's that misdemeanor that we get just to originally get the search warrants and get on all the other shit. Because it's old news, exactly. But like, let's remember the scandal and wrongdoings there. So imagine what other shit they uncovered in these 600,000 emails. So what probably had happened was that there was enough discovered between all the people in Washington as they spidered out and tied to all the other teams in the league that after the NFL looked at all this shit and they're like, there's no way that we can bury all of this. We got to do something to cover our ass. And they looked at Robert Kraft and like, this shit makes you look like a fucking saint right now. Like, after what all you've done, all this other stuff that's about to get exposed to the public, we got to do something. So they made a conscious decision as the other 31 owners saying, all right, well, Gruden's got to go. That's the decision because there's no other sacrificial lamb or scapegoat that we can offer up. Let's make it happen. And that's when Mark Davis was like, that's cool. I'll take my money that, I was going to pay Gruden and put it towards burying and covering up all this other shit so that we can truly bury those bodies and that, we don't get exposed and outed again and have everybody's dirty laundry. Because they're like, look, someone's got to go down for this, but we'll make each other whole in the back room in the process. And that's why Gruden had to go out of everyone, because it was the easiest call to make.
I mean, that's fair. I don't hate that, but
my conspiracy theory went a little bit deeper.
Oh shit! No, okay, hang on. I'll get the music back up. Good Lord, I can't handle this, guys. Joe, hurry up, get this shit going.
Doing good, real good.
Dude, this shit was DeMaurice Smith himself. That big lip bastard saw that fucking email, knowing that he was about to be on the docket for re-election, and was like, I can garner all the sympathy. They're not going to not vote for one of their own after they get, like, come on, this racist motherfucker just hit me with the big lip comment, y'all. You're going to vote me out today? You're going to hold the black man? This is what they want. They want us to tear us apart. How you going to vote against me today? That motherfucker skated by with the exact 22 votes he needed, and all the talk before that vote was DeMaurice Smith is out. The players are done. This dude fucked up. He made horrible deals with the NFL. They're not happy, and all of a sudden, he's a big lip Michelin tire bastard, and he gets reelected. DeMaurice Smith saw those and hit us with the fucking grin from Home Alone 2 when he finds out that Kevin has had all those credit card charges. That's the fucking grin. The only difference is that the lips were bigger. The lips were way bigger on that smile. That's what happened. DeMaurice Smith let this shit out, y'all. Take that to the back.
So I don't feel bad about not going deep like that because I just feel like I couldn't. Like that's not.
Yeah, I know. I had a conspiracy theory that only I can tell on.
Right. Now, to be fair, what I got to ask you, Scott, is
Yeah.
he didn't get canned when it came about DeMaurice Smith, like you were saying earlier. It wasn't until that all that other shit came out that Gruden really got canned.
DeMaurice Smith was only worried about getting reelected. He didn't give a shit.
So he
what
didn't
happened
need
after that.
him fired.
No.
The
The timing was such that the vote was happening. These emails get leaked, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, by the way, all this other stuff happened. But DeMaurice Smith made sure the other one found its way in the public light. You damn Skippy, it was DeMaurice Smith.
Jared,
So
you got
wait,
any conspiracy theories on this one?
I mean, my conspiracy theory about Mark Davis I thought was on point. I these guys went like deep into the bag of tricks to find something. I just said simply, they just wanted to do that. They wanted out of that 10-year contract, man. This was like genius.
Weren't they like halfway through it though, and like in a way that they were on the downslope?
4
of
years.
Okay,
Now, they
you
still
want to save $500 million, $50 million, Mookie? Go for it.
I mean, that is a lot of cash. I will say
Yeah,
that.
right.
No left. I think
What I wanna
Especially
know-
since the white man's NFL contract is guaranteed. It's not like the players, so if they cut him, they still got to pay him.
I don't know,
that.
because it is a morality clause at this point.
Yeah, I was gonna say they fired his
There
ass.
is
with
still-
You
cause.
know they don't have morality clauses
but
in Las
And
Vegas.
here's the Urban Meyer's contract right now.
Can you enact a morality clause for something that happened when you weren't under contract? That's what I don't
Yes.
understand. I don't
Absolutely,
understand.
that's a catch-all. They just throw whatever shit they want to it there, and then what they do is they line up their lawyers, and John would have to line up his lawyers, and they'd be like, "All right, do you feel good about this, Gruden? You really want to go to court over this?" By the way, U.S. men put one in here. They're up 2-1 over Costa Rica, but they're still a bunch of clowns.
Yeah, they are. They're big time clowns after losing the last game.
And Mike doesn't like clowns. Like
I don't
at
like
all.
clowns at all. This is terrible. Speaking
No.
of clowns, Jon Gruden. I think we can all agree. Let's do a quick vote. Scott, Jon Gruden, motherfucker of the week.
Of the year.
Drew, motherfucker of the week.
I thought it was white motherfucker of the week.
Jared, motherfucker of the week.
At least of the month. You're not over yet, Scott.
Jared brings up a good point. Scott, don't jump the gun. He's in the lead right
We
now.
got two and a half months for somebody else to come up front.
Sprint, but he may pull a hammy.
All right, then it is a unanimous decision. Sound off in the comments if you think so, but we on the show all agree. Jon Gruden. Motherfucker of the week. We brought back the drop. It's been a while since we've had
Yeah,
that.
it has.
It's
But by
been
the way,
too long.
somewhere Donald Sterling's like, "Fuck, man, I got to do something about this."
Yo, he was trending on Twitter for about 20 minutes when these emails leaked. That was the best part.
That's wait. So before we move on
God,
from
I
this,
love this country.
Donald's
did
like, does he have any basketball experience? You want to come close to Clippers?
how do players vote for these things? Like, I would love to just see how that works. Is that like a text message situation? Do they get like an email in their corporate inbox from their @nfl.com email? I mean, like, how does that go down exactly?
I
Either
do
that-
what? I love the idea of Joe Burrow just being joe.burrow@bengals.com.
Right?
That's how he gets emails.
Speaking of shooting our
He's
shot,
like, guys,
Dot
be there
Clinton
tomorrow.
dot Dix at.
Also, wait,
respect
back up
my
really
pussy
quick.
at vagina.com.
I like the idea of Donald Sterling somewhere sitting there with a notebook crossing off. It's like, big lip. Can't say that one either. All right. Next
Okay,
one.
My favorite of all this, though, is the fact that now Scheffner's in trouble, and he was talking about on SportsCenter how he hit like the golden triangle of offending people: misogyny, racism, homophobia. He hit the whole thing, and now he's in trouble.
Yeah, Matt Barr pointed that out in the
Scheffner.
comments that Schefter got caught being a shill. But we were talking about this before the show. Like, that's not surprising. He's like Adam Schefter. That's how he gets all his stories. Is he's just a cuck for all of these guys, whoever it is. He's like, I'll do whatever you want. What do you want me to print? I'll print whatever you want. Just tell me everything so that I can be the first one to put it out on Twitter. Because if I'm not,
Okay.
I don't have a job.
The Mark Murphy, Aaron Rodgers story kind of proved that in cement, because there was all those leaked stories that came out about Aaron Rodgers. It was like that Adam Schefter supposedly found. You can tell Mark Murphy was feeding in that shit like conveyor belt every Saturday.
Tyson says Adam
Wow.
Schefter has set back sports journalism by decades. I didn't know there was
a guy in that degree.
I didn't know there was sports journalism left. There's not a whole lot of sports journalism happening. At least
I am impressed that he typed journalism out and spelled it all correctly. Though.
He also said that was a joke. Nobody cares. Sorry, jumped a little too quick.
Before we wrap, Mike, I think another couple of questions earlier. What was Gruden's email address? I think because didn't you scoop that for us?
No, I was trying to figure out what it was. I've got Gruden sending these from a Hotmail email address. I don't know.
No, it's 2000. It's 2010, so he's probably jgrizzle@hotmail.com.
Knock if you're with me at hotmail.com.
Oh boy.
Frank Caliendo's best friend at hotmail.com.
That might be the winner right there. That might be the walk-off.
Like I can't top knock if you're with me at Hotmail. I can't top it. I don't know if you guys.
Well, maybe if you threw at Alta Vista, but yeah.
Yo, shout out to when I was like 6 years old. Jesus.
Hey, we can't have none of those queers on my team. They gotta get out of here. You gotta get out of my room if you love the penis.
Oh man,
if you're a woman or if you're a dude, you just can't love the penis if you're in my fucking football room.
Everybody in here likes snatch knock if you're with me. That's that meeting.
Is it bad?
Carl, I don't see you knocking. Get the fuck out.
Oh, this took a weird turn.
It did.
So
I was going to ask. Do you think that it's bad that the first thing I thought when I saw Gruden's thing with Michael Sam and the draft picks, the first thing I thought was, well, was Jeff Fisher really going to do anything with that pick anyways? Like he was going to fuck that up regardless.
Yeah, and then he was going to go 7-9.
Right. I was like, why is there a problem, John? Like back off, bro. Like chill the fuck out over here. Shit. We all trying to get paid.
Whitey said that Gruden's got an @Parler email address. He was the
wow. What's the handle, Whitey? What's the handle?
Yeah, let us know what you think.
That's where his next career is.
Oh, and Whitey, is it parlor.net or parlor.org?
Biscuit saying Gruden was set up by the casino in Cincy and Pete Rose to take the attention off of them. That story, did we talk about that last week? Did we bring that up?
We texted about it at some point,
Pete
but someone
Rose,
forgot to put it in the doc. So
yeah, Drew probably.
Yeah, I know.
Pete
right?
Rose is casting the first bet at the new casino here in Cincinnati because Pete Rose is the fucking worst. All right, let's move on.
Because he never gambled, duh.
But like OJ, if he had, he would have done it at Hard Rock Casino in downtown Cincinnati.
Mookie on fire tonight.
I can't wait for that commercial, Mook. That's gonna be a great one. Let's do some overreactions from the weekend. I need some music for this or something. Let's just get a beat laying in the background. Scott, what's your first overreaction from this weekend?
Chiefs are fucking done, man. These fucking bums. Jesus Christ. It's like an every week thing with them. Just stick a fork in them. I hope Andy Reid is scouting out who his next quarterback's going to be because the Chiefs are done. And they've got to get rid of Mahomes.
They are done.
Like, you've got to bring in a quarterback. You've got to bring in a quarterback whose family is not going to be so fucking annoying after every single game. It's a distraction. Holy shit.
Yeah, good Lord. His
wife, your brother, just shut the fuck up.
Do you think Patrick ever has to go home after a game and just be like, babe, can you please stop tweeting after the game? Can you just not say anything this week? Like, just put the phone down. And then they have a big old fight about it. Or do you think he gets in there and he's like, thank you, babe. You got my back. You got my back. Because I feel like he comes in and he's like, thank you for that. Yeah, they were shitty refs this week. They're never on our side.
Hunt family is like, you lose one more game, Patrick, and we're going to bring John in here as offensive coordinator. So you keep it up. You keep it up, you mixed motherfucker. You keep it up.
Christ. Mookie, what?
What's up? Man, dude, and it's funny because like starting the show, I had a thing prepared like when Mike usually tosses at the beginning, and I was gonna say, "Oh, I'm shook," but then, like always, Scott fucking threw me off, so I couldn't even be shook about saying I was shook, and yet you did it again. So, I lost my entire train of thought.
So
I
you
can't
got no
figure it out.
overreactions from the weekend. Nothing.
Although I do, but it's not going to be funny now.
It's not supposed to be funny. It's just supposed to be overreactions. Come on, man.
Oh,
Just be
well,
overreactionary.
UC is going to continue to go undefeated and win every single game by 45 points, yet somehow still get left out of the playoffs.
Not somehow. That's not even an overreaction. That's just being realistic, Drew. Because
I had a better angle for it and getting there.
UC fans were so excited that Bama lost. So excited. Oh, this is it. We got it. We're in the top 4. This is it. This is how it's going to happen. And now Bama is going to beat Georgia in the SEC championship, and it's going to beat Bama and Georgia.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get Oklahoma after and then whoever comes out of the Big Ten, and UC gets left out. Worst case scenario for UC was Bama losing that game.
Yeah, basically. But I also do want to say another overreaction is that Urban Meyer will win Coach of the Year next year.
Wait, kill the music for a second. Did you see it, like him and Trevor Lawrence are now at odds with each other?
Yes, I love it.
Don't dime a dude out when he's at a bachelor party. That's literally no-go rules, man.
Well, wait, you think it was Trevor that did it?
No. Urban Meyer dimed Trevor out for being at a bachelor party.
Oh, I did not know that part, but this is
that's part of his
fantastic.
apology. It was fucking terrible.
Oh,
yeah, when he was apologizing, he was like, I just told Trevor he went to a bachelor party in Vegas, and I was like, you got to keep your head on your shoulders, and I just like he basically. And so then, if you didn't hear what happened this week, there was like a 4th and short call, and they ran the ball and they didn't pick it up, and afterwards the media asked Urban, they were like, did you think about a quarterback sneak there? And he was like, well, Trevor's just not comfortable with that yet. And, we want to make sure he's comfortable. And then the media asked Trevor, and he's like, yeah, I'm totally fine running a sneak. We can run a sneak every single time in short yardage. I don't know why we didn't run a sneak. So basically, those two are now at complete odds. So it is, Mookie, for your overreaction of Urban being the Coach of the Year, he might be the Coach of the Year and the comeback Coach of the Year in the same year if that happens.
Yeah, but see, the problem is you can't be comeback at something that it's your first year of. And if you check the comments real quick, JB got what I was alluding to, except that I was thinking XFL. I was thinking next year Herb's going to be coaching in the XFL, and he'll be coaching for the Las Vegas Swingers, and he'll be winning Coach of the Year for that squad. Because his ass is out, man. Y'all can talk all the shit you want, but he ain't making it past this year. I'm telling you right now. I know we talked about this last week, but he gone.
And there is absolutely no way he goes to the XFL because he's going to go where he can get paid, and that's USC. Without a doubt, that man is going to be in Southern Cal next year. Hands down. That's my overreaction.
No, because USC is going to be like, wait. We can't have you be outing all of our blonde-haired surfer boy quarterbacks here now, Herb. Like that's not going to fly here in SoCal. And you need to understand that SoCal, it's that upper echelon. People doing shit behind closed doors. Ask Dwayne Wade. Like, you got to be down with, the back room and just like, okay, there's your public life and then there's like your life. Kobe knew what's up. Like, you got to figure out how to operate in that scenario. And clearly, Herb can't do it.
What he wanted. He didn't know what was up. What are you talking about? That's like the worst reference you could have made. All the athletes to choose from, and you chose the one who forced himself on someone. Congratulations.
I like that. Drew's only LA athlete that he knew was Kobe. He reached down deep, and the LA athlete he came out with was Kobe.
You could have made a Reggie Bush joke. It would have been easier.
Yeah.
See, but I here's the problem. Like, I can't talk about Reggie. I can't keep his name in my mouth because all this Wendy's breakfast commercials, like, we might be turning a corner on Reggie, and I just can't even bring myself to think about that. Like,
that bar's on the face I made when Mook said Kobe. Kobe. Jared, what do you got as an overreaction from this weekend in the sports world?
See, I wanted to talk about how much of a clusterfuck the NFC is because it makes no sense who's going to actually make it to the Super Bowl. But I really want to talk about how fucked the Patriots are. They needed 2 fuck-ups by the Texans to win? Old long neck Mills over there almost won the game.
Dude, that guy.
This was so bad.
You want to talk player of the year. Davis Mills for player of the year. This guy, holy shit. Talk about sticking your neck out for your team. This guy just does it. He knows what's up. Jared, how you feeling about your Eagles, man?
Well, we play Tampa tomorrow, but half their team's out, and we're missing a couple guys too. It's also Thursday, so anything happens on Thursday. But
anything can happen Thursday.
Yeah, apparently. I honestly I believe in Hurts for the first time, and if that win had a little Eagles magic sprinkled on it, so I don't think we're as effed as I thought we were, but. Let's not lose by 20 tomorrow.
But how does it make you feel seeing Carson Wentz go to Indianapolis and have all that success?
They lost, Mook.
What are you talking about?
Mook, that last drive, he easily could have put that ball in the end zone, but he missed 2 easy throws.
Oh, come on, he looks so good.
Tried to hawk a ball to the end zone and almost got picked. It's the same guy. Listen, I have much love and respect for Carson. That's my dude. But,
he's playing without T.Y. Hilton, one of the best wide receivers in the game.
Dude, he's throwing balls to lawn chairs and Greg Ward. I don't care. Come on. It's with Carson Wentz, the problem is he lost the locker room before even Hurts was drafted. And he didn't need Alshon Jeffrey's help for that, even though that guy's a snake because that's why he hasn't gotten re-signed yet. Also because he's slow. But it's just with Carson, it just turned into the fact that I heard from people who work in Philadelphia media. They're like, yeah, he lost the locker room after Hurts's first start against the Saints. I was like, oof, that fast. Yeah, he goes, yeah, everyone wanted Jalen. There was no keeping Carson. I was like, oof, that's rough, man.
I love
one and a half start. He played a quarter and a game and he lost the locker room.
I love the humble flex right there of the people in Philadelphia media.
I know a couple people. I'm not bragging. I'm just I over Eagles Twitter. It's a group. We're all a bunch of miserable assholes.
Oh, is that your sources? That's your sources. Is just
no. These guys actually have legitimate media credentials. They're not like a schmuck like me who's trying to talk about it on air.
So you're saying we couldn't get media credentials to the Bengals?
Oh, we probably could. It's just I don't really feel like driving 4 hours to Philadelphia. Do you?
Well, whoever would feel like driving any distance to go to Philly?
I mean, I'm going to see a game there in about a month. So,
well, good luck. I hope you don't get frozen ass weather and have to sit through that shit just to watch the Eagles fly.
Dude, it's cold as fuck up here.
That's true, but. Yeah, you should have cut this up a long time ago.
Moral of the story is the Patriots look awful.
I like that. And they are. They're terrible. The Patriots are a terrible organization, and Bill Belichick is one of the worst coaches I've ever seen in my life. And that's proven by the fact that Tom Brady carried his ass for 20 years. Biscuit actually has my overreaction from this week. Lamar Jackson, greatest quarterback I have ever seen in my lifetime. That performance that dude put on Monday night, unreal. Now listen, Lamar is 1B right behind Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow 1A, Lamar Jackson 1B in terms of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play the game. Scott, did you watch any of that Monday Night Football game?
No.
Okay.
The Braves played and then I went to bed.
Oh, that's right. Monday. Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about the Braves playing that same day. Dude put up 500 yards of offense by himself. He accounted for everything on that team. It was an unreal performance. And if I have to rank the quarterbacks in the AFC North now, it's Joe Burrow 1A, Lamar Jackson 1B, Baker Mayfield barely above Ben Roethlisberger. Baker Mayfield trash. Ben Roethlisberger worse than trash. There is a clear divide in the AFC North. They have the 2 greatest quarterbacks and the 2 worst quarterbacks in the league. Baker Mayfield is run, man. He's done. Forget that guy. Cleveland. You want to talk about a team that needs to draft a quarterback? Cleveland needs to draft quarterback. Baker Mayfield.
Imagine if Lamar took those big ass lips of his and got vaccinated. That motherfucker.
Hey, Jared, there's a question. He said, do tasty cakes taste better in Philadelphia as opposed to outside of Pennsylvania?
Okay. So I'm not a Philadelphia guy. I've only been to Philadelphia about maybe 5-6 times. But okay, I've had tasty cakes once.
Just
It's not
once?
terrible. It's not terrible. I give it out of hey Scott, what was that scale you had before?
From big lips to shit.
Moving on.
I got it in, baby.
Nope. It cut off. Didn't get you.
How is it
Moved
that
on.
in this area of cancel culture, we still have yet to even get a little bit of press about trying to get canceled?
No, it's like
You gotta be worth something to be canceled. They're gonna look up our shit someday and be like, those idiots said those things, and nobody cares.
Well, I guess that's true. Should one of us like run for office just so they have to dig this shit up, and then we graciously bow out of the race? But now
I
we've
would
already got the
love for them
exposure.
for the 24-hour news cycle to have a clip of me saying that Lamar Jackson needs to take his big lip ass to get vaccinated.
Moving on.
Are we ready to talk
Man, Mike
basketball
got
and
a hair
Kyrie Irving
turnaround
now, or
tonight.
because I heard he's
gotta
fixing
be
to
quick.
retire?
I thought I had to be quick on the race car drop, but apparently it's the moving on drop because Scott is just turning this super uncomfortable tonight. I feel like
Who's
I feel like the
uncomfortable?
name of the show needs to be Big Lips, but I can't do that. I
Yo,
can't.
that's fucking bullshit. Because if we can't do,
What about wait?
Is
That
it
doesn't
rude?
mean there's like,
Then we can't do that
wait,
shit.
hold on. If the name of the show is Big Lips and Bullshit, do you think anybody will figure it out?
No,
I mean,
nobody's gonna figure that out.
There you go. All right, then do it.
We're gonna
Mike,
get a ton
Mike,
of
you're
hits from
making it-
Parlor.
Mike, to
not a
not
problem.
get anybody pissed off, make the thumbnail the Kylie challenge with those lips from like back in the day.
I was just gonna say make it any of the Real Housewives cast. Ooh, or yeah, are you gonna do the Photoshop and Photoshop some big lips on? Never mind.
Nope.
Moving on.
Photoshop some big lips on Jon Gruden. How funny would that?
I was
be?
gonna say do it
DeMaurice
good on
Smith's
Mike.
lips on Jon Gruden. Oh shit.
How hard do you think that would be? Like,
To Photoshop big lips on Jon Gruden.
no, DeMaurice Smith onto Jon Gruden.
Oh yeah, that'd be hard. I thought it was
Well, can't
just
you
like,
just get the two pictures and like put them on like the Twitch or something, or on the TikTok and have it merge them together? Isn't that a thing?
put the two faces on the TikTok and have them merge together. How old are you, Mookie?
Old enough, man. Old enough. Seen some shit.
What if they put a DeMaurice Smith filter on?
Just more DeMaurice Smith.
DeMaurice Smith.
Wait a second.
filter
Wait a second.
on
Scott said
all of
DeMaurice Milf, and then
Mr.
Mookie
Milf.
said DeMaurice Fist. What the?
No,
fuck
I
are
didn't
you
say
guys
Fist. I
doing?
said Smith. DeMaurice Smith.
That's how they say it. Though.
Speaking of Smith, did you guys see J.R. Smith's golf round this week or weekend?
Oh, I heard about it. Hang on, let's talk a little golf.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
J.R. Smith made his collegiate debut.
Wait a minute. Is it golf or is it basketball?
It's golf.
Well, but can we still get the basketball drop too? Just because, I mean,
It's kind of basketball. Okay. But more than that, this is a golf story.
Playing a game of whack fuck here. Whack.
So
Not gonna
J.R.
lie, every time we do that gift, or every time you do that drop, I actually think that the dude laughing at the end is fucking Mookie. Because he's always laughing when he comes back out of it.
dude, I can't help it, man. This shit cracks me up every time.
It is so
Okay.
funny.
I did that shit on the golf course. It was perfect. One time, I literally texted that to my buddy who I put our foursome we always play golf with, and I texted him like,
Force them.
Yeah. "Shut the fuck up, Mookie." I texted it to my three golf buddies, and they're like, "Jared, that's you to a nutshell. You never shut the fuck up on our backswing." I'm like, "I never shut the fuck up. Period. It worked."
You should be used to it. It's white noise now.
I was gonna say this episode is the quietest I've heard you. You just hanging out, afraid to. I get it. Scott is very intimidating, especially when he starts talking about big lips. But listen, let's talk J.R. Smith. J.R.
Big
Smith had his
lipstick
first.
I'm just relaxed, man.
God
I'm
damn
just chilling.
God damn it, Scott. God damn it. Biscuit saying LMAO at work because of the golf drop. It is one of my favorite drops we do. So J.R. Smith has his first collegiate tournament. He qualifies for the tournament by one stroke. His first round, not good. He was like plus 12 on the day, but he showed up in a Bentley to the course and had like a gallery following him, which he goes to North Carolina A&T. Like it's an HBCU. There's never anybody at the golf tournaments at this. There's never anybody at like regular college golf tournaments either. But like, especially at a historically black college, they really don't have a following on their golf team. So J.R. Smith shows up, and it's amazing. I was looking at the website, and on the North Carolina A&T website, if you look at the golf roster, it's got everybody's picture and their name, and then it just says J.R. Smith. It doesn't have his picture, but it says freshman, and then his like he's listed as a freshman on the golf team. It's amazing. So he goes plus 12 in the first round. Second round, buckles down, plays much better. I think he was plus 7 in the second round. But in that round, he stepped on a hornet's nest and got stung by hornets and still finished out the round. Amazing stuff from JR. His coach was pretty pleased with his performance, said he learned a lot. Scott, do you think it's going to be this big of news every time J.R. Smith steps on the court or on the course, or is this going to be like because that was a slip of the tongue, or is this because it was the first time that's why it's big?
I hope that this is the way that it is every single time. I only hope that somehow LeBron can get on the course with him, and then we can get the inverse of J.R. Smith pointing to the hole in the opposite direction at fucking LeBron, and we fucking meme LeBron's ass. But like, see, how does it feel? J.R. is playing the long game on the revenge con, baby.
Dude, I read a story about his round today where apparently at one point he hit a ball and it ricocheted off a tree and landed in the fairway. And he said to the guys he was playing with, he was like, no, it's cool. I called bank. So like J.R. is even good. Like he's fun to be around on the course. Like that's the type of dude I want to golf with. He's the kind of guy that would ask you what club you're hitting and then charge you 2 strokes for it. Like this is my kind of
that is exactly false, because he'd ask you what club, but not to be a dick, just because he'd be curious what club. Because his coach also said that JR had, I'm trying to find the exact words for the way he put it, but he was like, JR has a couple things to learn about being in real competition. There's a difference between playing with your golf buddies and actually competing in an event. And one of them was when he was backing his cart up by because he drove past the tee box or whatever. He started beeping for it, calling out that he was coming, even though someone else was about to hit a shot. My favorite, though, that the article mentioned was there was a dog barking during the round, as dogs tend to do that back up to golf courses. And after a while, J.R. Smith turns and shouts, "What's your name?" And just starts having a conversation with this dog that's barking at them on the tee box. Like, he's going to continue to be a story because, one, I bet you he's going to get better. Like, he's an athlete. Like, the guy is going to put in the work and he's going to figure it out if he keeps getting actual coaching and reps like that. And two, I mean, J.R. Smith being J.R. Smith is what we all deserve. Can you imagine when he wins his first tournament and then spends the next day driving around campus topless, just spraying champagne everywhere? Like,
that's why I want NCAA to win the national championship, because I want him to show up to campus with no shirt on.
No, it doesn't even be that. He'll win a singles match or
tournament.
Something. Yeah, and then that'll just be him the rest of the day, and they'll be like, JR, you can't do that shit. Like,
this is what golf needs. Golf needs J.R. Smith. I didn't think that I didn't like Jared's like, yes,
exactly.
Because
like, as someone who gets yelled at for lack of golf etiquette, like, I am so up for this. I hate the snootiness and prepping and like all the pressiness of golf.
Yeah,
There's nothing better to me than watching J.R. Smith possibly win a national title in golf. I love the article how they're talking about he needs to learn he's not playing with his friends, he's playing competition. Like, I found out the other day, if I don't wear a belt to the damn golf course, like I lose 2 strokes when I'm playing with serious players.
Are you serious? What the fuck kind of rule is
really?
that?
I know, I'm not even kidding. I was like, guys, I don't feel like wearing a belt. You can kiss my ass. Like,
no, that's some bullshit. Where you need to be, look, you worry about your pants and I'll worry about mine. Like, why are you checking my ass out that much? Like, what is your deal, bro? Like, look, all's fair in love and war, but like, this is the golf course. Like, I'm trying to get on my game. And if I know you're checking me out to see if I have, my socks on, I can't have that. If I want to go
Drew,
sockless, that's
it's
up to
because
me.
that's what you do to get as many. That's take it from the cheater. You try to get strokes any way you can, and if you can call somebody out for not wearing a belt or whatever, okay,
Look,
yeah, I'm gonna do that because
Mike,
I need those 2 strokes.
Is it really a good thing for you to be talking about getting strokes any way you can when you got a Chuck E. Cheese t-shirt on? Is that really the look that you as a married father of 2 want to have right now?
Pass. Lots of good comments.
Not a question we need
comments
answers.
coming in. Lots of good comments coming in. Dan saying golf needs Tiger. Did you guys see Tiger is he's actually he was back on the course. His son was playing.
Hold on a second. Are we gonna have to add the old standby back into the quick hitters? Are we gonna have to add his Tiger back on the quick hitters?
We might have to.
I feel like we do.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Although it's a weird feeling at it.
Does Tiger have a back? Like, has his back
Jesus.
been like healed where he has an actual functional back?
I mean, whatever. However you want to phrase it. It's just like we need to get Tiger back in the quick hitter.
Also, before we move off J.R. Smith, do we have enough money in the show budget if he comes within a reasonable distance to go watch this dude play?
I was looking. I didn't see anywhere that they were playing close.
Damn.
They only have like 4 or 5 tournaments. It's
Well, I was
not
gonna say,
a-
aren't they in like the SWAC or whatever too? Or no, I guess that would be Southwest. But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Sunbelt.
Matt Barr saying
Sunbelt.
J.R. Smith is Happy Gilmore. I think that's a great comparison.
I think he's the black Happy Gilmore.
Black Gilmore? Is that what you're?
Yeah, the black Happy.
I could see J.R. Smith taking his skate off and trying to stab someone.
So it would be Blackie Gilmore. Is that what it would be? Blackie Gilmore.
Wait, do black people not get happy? Like, what's that about, Scott?
No, I was just trying to make.
Why can't he just be Happy Gilmore? Like,
because his lips aren't big enough. I don't know.
God damn it! Biscuit said it's really difficult to sell tickets to Jesus music watching this show. I don't know what that's all about. All right. Dan says we go to a course in Toledo that allows anything. NASCAR cutoffs and jean shorts are a go-to. I love it. That sounds like a course you need to play. Also, sounds like a course that you don't want to go in the rough because they don't cut that shit and you are never finding your ball in there. Also, they probably don't cut the greens either.
Dude,
that sounds like a cow pasture. Also, Mookie, this is like your show. JB said Mook beat me to it, and Matt Barr gives you Mookie 1, Mike 0. This is like your show, man.
You want to know?
Quinn jersey.
You know what? No, the secret was
the
the
big
pregame
lips.
prep today. It might be that. You never know. Like, look, we've never had the big lips featured this much on the show, Scott. But
Exactly.
You lose a point
Look,
because
don't look a gift horse in the mouth.
you lose a point because Kevin
Or the
points
lips.
out that the SWAC doesn't exist anymore.
So, but hold on though, and I just want to make sure
I'll
I'm
leave it
thinking
to
about
Kevin.
this right. Was SMU in the SWAC like back in the day in like NCAA 2005?
Maybe, I don't know.
Because then I don't feel
Why are
bad.
we
because,
talking?
like,
Why are we talking about SMU? Why'd you bring up SMU right there?
just because I thought SMU. Oh no, yeah, I guess they're in an HBCU. I don't know.
Wow. Dan says this is actually a really nice course in Toledo with the NASCAR and jean short cutoffs. So I guess I was wrong. My fault.
Although remember, you got to remember it's Toledo, so nice in Toledo is relative. Like,
All right, listen, let's before we switch topics here and talk, I want to talk about these guys that stormed the field this weekend. But before we do that, let's give a shout out to our friends.
Wait, hold on. I want partial
Okay,
credit
or
because
we're gonna
the
back
SWAC is an HBCU conference. Why I thought SMU was in there, I got no fucking clue. But
Yeah,
I want partial credit.
Again. No partial credit for assuming SMU was in HBCU.
I know. I didn't assume that. I don't know where they came from, but I just want credit that the SWAC is an HBCU conference.
Let's give a shout out to our friends over at Beer Drop. Listen, everybody, if you want craft beer delivered directly to you, starting at under $4 a serving, head on over to craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. Our friends at Beer Drop will hook you up, fill out the flavor profile. They will curate a box of freshly brewed craft beer and ship it directly to you. Even if you don't like commitments, you can sign up. You can go to that website. You don't have to sign up. You can go to that website and just buy beer from them, and they will send it to you. craftbrewsports.com/beer drop. You get $5 flat shipping. As many beers as you want to add, $5 flat shipping. Just go to craftbrewsports.com/beer drop and fill up your beer fridge today.
Now,
All right,
you
boys.
don't have to subscribe. You can go in and get onesie twosie beers, but if you want to get pumpkin beers, you got to go quick because I checked again today to see if I could add any more to my next shipment, and they're running low. I think they've got like 7 different kinds, but again, if you want to get that PSL, you got to hop in there now.
You gotta
The
hurry up.
PSL's still up there.
Yeah, but at this point, it probably won't be delivered until November. So you're going to miss the Halloween time. But it's still
get it.
Still all right. You're still going to get it, and you get it for Thanksgiving. Listen, I want to talk to you guys about storming the field because this weekend was maybe the best weekend in college football. Oh, by the way, sorry, we're going back to football, guys. So this was one of the best.
Hey, wait, real
weekends
quick,
of college
Scott. Do you
football I
think
had
we
ever
should
seen.
rework that intro and maybe since it's already Bo Jackson and the Raiders, maybe work in a new fresh take?
Demora Smith's lips just flashing across screen.
Moving on.
Thank you for your service.
Get it? We're talking football. Hey, Demo, what you got for us?
Mike, if we
I don't
bought a
know why-
Gruden
I don't
Raiders
know why.
jersey for you, would you wear it?
I don't know. No, I wouldn't. But I don't know why. But I just thought of that music playing, the 8-bit Tecmo Bowl music playing, and just the mouth from Rocky Horror Picture Show talking, and that's the graphic that Scott wants to use.
Yes.
It's fantastic. Dude, so I went to the Bengals game this weekend, and we were at this tailgate ahead of time, and I saw
What a
the most
shit game that
amazing thing. Oh, dude, no, it was a great game. As a fan of neither team, it was just fun to watch. But before the game, we're at the God, Caitlin, no, don't start that shit right now. Like, we've only got half an hour left in the show. Like,
BSL
he's
is
over here.
on Halloween. That's
Thank
fair.
you. Before the game at the tailgate, there was this young girl playing fucking Tecmo Bowl on an iPhone. Just sitting there while our parents were getting hammered at a tailgate playing Tecmo Bowl football on an iPhone, which is absolutely epic. But I still haven't found the App Store. So if anyone knows what it's under, get at me.
Yeah, please send that my way because I want to know. Anyways, this weekend was epic in college football. You had so many upsets that went off. Who knew that Oklahoma was going to come back and beat Texas in that game? Who knew Texas was going to perform like that to start the game? And then you had tons of upsets throughout. A&M beat Alabama. But there were 3 instances over the weekend where fans stormed the field. So A&M, after they beat Alabama, the fans stormed the field. I'm okay with that one. You beat Alabama. Alabama is a team that everybody expects to win every single game they play. So for A&M to beat them, especially coming off their 2 losses, I'm cool with you storming the field on that one. UMass beat UConn and stormed the field. That one's a little bit weirder because it's just 2 shit programs, and UMass is just like, hey, we're not the shittiest of the shits, so let's go ahead and storm the field. So they storm the field. But then earlier in the day, Iowa beat Penn State, and Iowa stormed the field. Iowa was like number 3, and Penn State was 4, so it's not even an upset. Plus, they were like playing it. I don't get why Iowa storms the field. So I'm trying to ask you guys, where do we draw the line? When is it okay for a fan base to storm the field? Scott, what do you got?
Jesus Christ, man. This is so like specific because there's a very fine line. I actually am okay with it in the UMass versus UConn. They're
I'm
like
totally fine with that one.
who's shittier, you are, whichever you school is.
Oh,
like,
God.
but then
Kevin.
I'm totally not okay with it when, like LSU storms the field against, like Ole Miss or something, and they call it a fucking upset because they happen to be ranked higher or some bullshit like that. Like, if you're a traditionally good program, there's no reason for your school under any circumstances to storm the field. I don't care what the circumstance is. There's no reason that if you have multiple national titles or have competed for multiple national titles that you should ever fucking storm the field. I think that's the rule.
Which none of the teams in question did. None of them have competed for multiple national titles. You have Iowa, you have UMass, and you have Texas
no,
A&M.
to be fair, I went Penn State. Thank you. I went Penn State have competed for them. They just fucking fail every single time because they're Iowa and Penn State.
When was the last time Iowa competed for a national title?
I don't know.
I didn't think anybody would call me on that.
No, but
one.
but seriously, like they're in the top 5 on a fairly regular basis for as mediocre a program they are.
They were in the top 5 when I was in elementary school, Mookie. Damn.
All right, hold on a minute now. Now you're trying to throw facts at me? What is this shit?
Iowa is the team. Kirk Ferentz wins Big Ten Coach of the Year because they always like do something and then never win a big game ever. Like they will always fall down the line. Iowa is never that team you can count on. They are the Wisconsin of the. Oh wait, that doesn't work.
Don't insult Iowa like that. Wisconsin has screwed me 3 times on picks this year.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Speaking of screwing you
about UMass winning the most prestigious bowl game, the Cum Bowl, is ridiculous. I'm not talking shit about them winning the Cum Bowl. I'm happy they won the Cum Bowl, and I'm not even talking shit about them storming the field after the Cum Bowl. I am more just figuring out where the line is because I was okay with A&M storming it over Bama. I was okay with UMass storming it over UConn. Not okay with Iowa storming the field after Penn State. And I don't know where my line is. Jared's pointing. He's in agreement.
Okay, so my line, I was with you, Mike, up until I saw all the complaints and the pissiness from Penn State fans. It's just like they were like, talking so much shit to Iowa fans, like, oh, you wouldn't be us if our quarterback got injured, probably, but y'all still lost.
Yeah, right. Like shit happened. Like what the fuck you want, man?
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, we would have won if our quarterback stayed healthy. Yeah. Like it says, every team that's ever lost a quarterback to injury before. Ask the Niners that goes. Sorry, Scott.
Wow! Anybody get the license plate to that fucking bus? Holy shit! Just ran right the fuck over me.
Speaking of which, Scott.
I'm sorry. I mean, listen. Cincinnati killed their quarterback last year. So, but the biggest thing about storming the field is, to me, I feel like if you beat a team who's ranked higher than you, and you're not obviously you're not the favorite, then it's fair game. The line was so close. It was kind of a gray area with this one, honestly. But I was in the top 4, so fuck it. Who cares?
I was the higher ranked team. They were ranked higher.
I think Penn State. The line was less than 1.5.
Yeah, but you're the higher ranked team. You're not supposed to storm the field after you beat a lower ranked team. Gabe calling out Clemson always storms the field. Now that's what I want to see. I want to see the team that just every win they storm the field. Like it doesn't matter. You beat a team 52-0 and they storm the field. At
now
the end
that I'm on board for.
Sign me up for that tradition.
You know who we have to talk to about that, Mike?
Like Louisiana Lafayette, week 1, 62-0. Alabama fans just come flying out.
No, you got to get your boy at Presbyterian to do this shit. Like this is totally in his wheelhouse and on brain for him. That's got to be it, right?
You might be right.
I mean, shoot him a quick DM because I know y'all are following each other back and forth. I know you're talking all the time.
That's a good point.
Shoot your shot out there and be like, listen, just could you do me a solid here, and go ahead and throw that out for me. Now, the only thing I think we really need to answer in this segment though is Scott. On your rating scale, where does the Cum Bowl rank?
The Cum Bowl? I don't even know what the Cum Bowl.
I don't know.
It's because it's UConn and UMass. CUN.
And I was hoping you could rank it for us on your scale of
big lips to shit show.
Well, or thick hips, yeah. Because we're talking about the Cum Bowl, right?
Oh, I don't know. This is kind of dicey, but I think the Cum Bowl ranks somewhere near big lips.
Moving on.
Y'all see what Lane's doing to get his team ready for Tennessee? You guys seen that?
Lane Kiffin is a god. He's going to end up back at USC. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
There's no way.
There is. It's the storybook ending that we deserve to the career of Lane Kiffin back home at USC. Let it happen, please.
Jared, did you see what he's doing to get his team ready for heading into Neyland Stadium?
I have not seen this yet. I've gotten texted about it maybe 4 times already from like people listening to the show or friends of mine, and I still have not watched it. I am excited now to watch with you guys.
All right, so
description.
Basically, this is Lane's first time back at Tennessee since he bolted on them after a year. It's a night game that they stadium is going to be hopping. And to get the team ready for it, he has been playing Rocky Top on repeat nonstop throughout practice to get his team ready for it. I feel like that's a risky move because if somebody was doing that to me and just playing Rocky Top on repeat, I would just be ready to kill myself. I'm not ready to go out and like bust heads in a football game. I'm ready to end it all because I can't stand that song. I fucking hate Rocky Top.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's that song or any song. I'm pretty sure that is literally what the CIA does at black sites to break supposed terrorists in interrogation.
I thought it was the Bee Gees they play.
Who gives a fuck? Like, you pick any song and you play it nonstop on repeat, it's going to drive someone fucking insane.
What's the song that would take the longest for you to go crazy? If somebody was playing it on repeat, what's the song that would take the longest before you were like, okay, I've lost it?
Okay, Protect Your Neck by Wu-Tang Clan. I can listen to that shit over and over. I know the lyrics in and out. Like, it's no question to me. This comes from an Alabama guy, Kevin. I am hurt.
Dude,
yeah,
that's
Bama fan
easy.
Kevin saying Rocky Top slaps. Ugh. Okay, Mookie, you got it easy. What you say?
Playing in the Band by the Grateful Dead.
Oh wow, very. I did not pick you for a Grateful Dead fan, Mook.
Yeah, I mean, like, I can get down with a chill vibe, but like, it's a 46-minute long track. So if it's on repeat, that's like a full-on hour-long TV show. So like, I could probably space out well enough that I would survive a day or two.
Scott, what's the song that if you heard it on repeat, it would take the longest before you lost it?
Regulators.
Oh, good choice.
Warren G. Okay,
Good choice. That's a
every 3.5 minutes I can hear regulators and I'll be fine.
I would want to hear where I don't even want the whole song. I just want the pause and then smoke weed every day. That's all I want. Is that.
So you basically want a 4-second drop?
Yes, and I want that on repeat forever because maybe I'll get the timing right at some point if I have to listen to it for the rest of my life. But as it stands now, can't get the timing right.
So you need that like last stanza, then the pause, then the smoke weed every day. Like,
yeah, or just knowing that like the pause is, a restart. I'd be fine with that. But yes,
hey, dude,
I just want the smoke weed every day drop to end and play it on repeat forever. And I'd be like, this is awesome.
Is there a harder lyric to nail than that?
Oh, has
anybody but Nate Dogg in their entire life nailed it?
Has Nate Dogg ever nailed it twice? Like, do you think he does it the same every time?
I feel like
no,
Nate
he
Dogg
got that. He was one take Nate on that one. There's
Nate
no
Dogg didn't even nail it. Nate Dogg just went in and was like, smoke weed every day, and then they put the pause in to even at concerts. Nate Dogg was like, fuck, I came in early. My bad, fellas. That's on me. I'm sorry. Or he was like a half a beat late, and he's like, fuck.
Every show, they're like, now, Nate, tonight, don't fuck it up, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, get it together.
Jared, were you able to hit that smoke weed every day?
What'd you say, buddy?
Were you able to hit that smoke weed every day ever?
I actually did at a party once. I'm not gonna lie. It was like an epic moment, but RIP to Nate Dogg, obviously.
Yes, RIP to Nate Dogg. Did you? I feel like if you hit that at a party, I heard that.
I mean, if he's gonna throw out the RIP Nate Dogg, I just felt like it was time.
I heard that, Drew. Jared, you got a Kong bong handy?
Oh my god, it is dirty right now. It's in the dishwasher.
No, don't put it in a dishwasher, dude.
I didn't run it yet,
dude. It's fine. It's
Mookie's
fine.
hose died for your sins. What are you doing?
Bullshit. Who the fuck cares? It died for my sins after like 14 months, man. Like, that's it's a hell of a lot better than just not washing it.
You wash it with soap and water, dude.
By hand.
Yeah, you don't put it in the dishwasher. That's a problem.
Bitch, do you know how much effort that is?
He's got a point.
I mean, it's not a lot. It's not.
But see, no, Mike, you can't say that because you look forward to your dishwashing time where you get your shows in.
I do. That's how I'm caught up on Squid Game. I finally finished that one. I take that back. I got halfway through the last episode last night and then I fell asleep. So I didn't.
Yeah,
get
fell asleep. Right. Now,
although the last one, the last episode was like the least important. Like everything was already decided.
Well, that's what I've already seen. Like who wins the Squid Game, and I saw like the little twist towards the end, and then I was like, I'm not able to hold on any longer.
I would say my only complaint with the show in general is that it was very like predictable, just like TV tropes and stuff. Like it was just very like, oh, okay, I think I know what's gonna happen. Oh, yep, that happened because it had to happen because that's how TV goes. Like good show, but a little on the predictable side. That's all.
How are we going to have a season 2 of that? Because they're already talking about.
Yeah, that I don't understand.
How we go season 2.
Well, next year you go Octopus Game. Squid Game, they only got 6 tentacles, Squid do, but Octopus have 8. So that's how you know next level it.
Octopi.
I was sitting there thinking that they're going to walk into a room with a bunch of computer monitors and an old white man is going to explain to us about the Squid Games. And we're going to walk out of there and we're going to be like, wait, what the fuck was that? Why wasn't that anything like the first one? All I wanted to see was people dodging bullets and places getting shot up. And instead you gave me an old white man explaining everything to me.
Dude,
what the hell
spoiler
happened?
alert. Come on, man.
What, for Squid Game 2? I mean, I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I have no idea. Did you watch subtitles or dubbed?
I watched
dubbed.
Yeah, I watched dubbed because I got into Money Heist, and Money Heist is another one of those shows that's in a foreign language, but they dub over with English actors, and I got used to that. Like, I'm okay with it. It took a while to get used to, but I'm cool with it.
It's just tough to watch at work while reading subtitles, so I had to go dub.
It's also,
so I could at least hear
I
the
feel
audio.
like now that I've seen Squid Game, I could go back and watch it with subtitles, but like I didn't want to miss anything because I was reading. I wanted to focus.
I've done that. I was gonna say I've done that too many times where I'm watching a show that has subtitles and I'm focused. Actually, that was how it was for like Narcos. I'm focused so much on the subtitles that I miss little subtleties and like
Yeah.
See, Gabe knows what's up.
So.
Well, Gabe and Matt
Gabe does
Barr both.
subtitles,
Gabe
so.
said subtitles and Matt Barr said subtitles always. Gabe said dub sucks.
Yep.
You gotta
Dubs are not good. They're very bad. But I don't like if I can avoid reading. Like if I were to watch Squid Game again, I would definitely go subtitle.
Look, I'm watching TV to not read. Come on,
right?
Man.
Exactly.
I don't want to read. I want to.
Squid Game, the book is not what I came for.
Squid? What the fuck? No, first of all,
Squid.
We don't do books here. Okay, we agree on that.
School to read.
We come to school, read sports. No, but also I do want to give a shout out to Gabe. Saw him at the ND game against UC. I would have said something about it last week. I was still in mourning. Next time, first round's on me because we should have done a bong or something and taken a picture for the show.
You were in mourning while you were wearing a UC hat on the show.
Shut up! I had a point, man, because I was gonna say my bad. We didn't shotgun a beer in the line for the porta potties, but it just didn't seem like the right spot.
Let's do our Kong bongs, and if you want your own Kong bong, go to craftbrewsports.com/beer. It's a beer, it's a bong. It's the way to go.
Or just follow Craft Brewed Sports on Twitter, and there's a good chance the show will buy you a bong if you are our 1,000th follower.
Not if you're our 1,000th follower. Just once we get to 1,000, I'm giving one away to a random follower,
which will probably be the last one. Because how else are you going to do it? Like that just sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, believe me, I got my ways. It's going to happen. Jared's ready to go. Jared, go ahead. Fire up your Kong bong. If you want yours, craftbrewsports.com/beer bong. There we go.
Mike, how many tabs are on that spreadsheet for your randomized selection of the follower?
I don't have any tabs on it yet. Once we hit 1,000, then I'll do it. Until
nice.
then,
Well done.
I'm not going to worry about that. Yes, that was well done, Jared. Mookie, see if you could beat Jared's time there. Because I felt like he was milking that a little bit. Like that seemed like a little. Oh damn, Mookie down in one, opening up the throat real well there. Good work.
No gag reflex, baby.
Scott, you got your bong.
Hose is still broken.
Dude, no, fuck that. Because Jared went and washed his off camera and came on to do it. You can't even fake how.
Okay, so you know what? I'll go to Kong Bong headquarters, get a new one, and do it. Like I don't have the ability to just go wash the son of a bitch and keep it moving, Mookie. So
what else are you doing all week? Go,
all right,
dude. Go to Lowe's or something.
McAfee, how you doing? Keep it moving.
Scott, talk about the thing that happened to your boy Duval. Hang on, real quick, before I do my Kong Bong.
Are you talking about him running the bases? Because good God.
No, hang on, it's time for some baseball talk.
Here's pitch. Oh, shit.
There was a play in the...
holy fuck.
Yes, the foul ball that was dropped.
That was the classic Atlanta Braves. We're gonna lose this playoff series because only bad things happen to us in moments of like it was the sacrifice or the fair catch rule all over again, where apparently MLB's replay is worse than we could have ever imagined. And just to set the stage, because I know nobody was watching but me. Everybody's favorite baseball player, Adam Duvall, hits a foul pop-up. The ball comes down. It ricochets off the catcher's glove. And Milwaukee's third baseman was there to catch the ricochet. But, oh, wait, the motherfucker didn't actually catch it. He trapped it. Now, in real time, it did look like he caught it. But on the replay, he clearly didn't catch it. It hit the ground and then bounced into his glove. Very good by him to fake out and deke the umps and get the call. Then they go to replay. Replay lasted about 2 seconds, but it turns out, thanks to the stupid ass rule book and stupid ass Bud Selig and stupid ass what's his fucking
Robert
face?
Manfred.
Yeah, Robert Manfred, who's in there now. Like, they can't get this shit right. So it turns out that there's two separate rules. One rule for replays in foul territory and one rule for replays in fair territory. And because this was in foul territory, it wasn't reviewable. Like,
It's
clear
infield
fucking what? Infield, outfield? Oh, okay. Infield,
Even
outfield,
worse.
foul. What? Yeah, what the fuck ever.
Even worse.
Either way, what it comes down to is that Major League Baseball has a real big bullshit problem on their hands with their replay system, and that it's a fucking farce. And they don't actually want to get any calls right. They just want to preserve the fucking feelings of their dumbass umpires who couldn't call a game correctly if it was given to them ahead of time. Like, the umpiring is horrendous. And this was another example of just, wow, everybody in the world can see on video that the ball landed on the ground and then went into his glove. But, well, we can't do anything about it because the rules state we're dumb.
So, but before we get too far into
That was
this,
the good Scotty doesn't know. I was.
Hey,
late
it was
to-
inadvertent. Yeah.
That was well done.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, Mook. You had
oh
something
no,
else.
you're good. I just wanted to, congratulate you on the strength of your lips you had when you just downed that Kong bong.
God damn it, Mookie.
I could feel the power. I could
Stop.
feel it just emanating.
Jared.
Oh, what? I don't get to have a take now?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
What's up?
I was trying to bring our. He said, "What's up?"
I know. I was completely following it. I'm just like, I knew Mookie's about to go on a rant. So I'm like, is this realistic?
No,
So I checked out.
So I am trying to keep the rants to a minimum because I did get called out this week. Talking to my buddy at work, the only one that's found the show so far, and we were talking about something serious, and he goes, "Yeah, like Scott said you do," and I was like, "What? What are you fucking talking about?" He's like, Scott, like from the show, and it's like, "Oh fuck, are you serious?" So I got called out for something Scott called me out for on the show at work, and I'm just like, worlds are colliding, and this is not okay.
That's
not
amazing.
okay.
Also,
I
thank
need
you
a
for
shirt
putting this up
that just says, like Scott says you do.
Now, I also
Right,
got to
well.
give this guy credit because this is the same dude that took that Matt Stafford sign to Rams Stadium a couple weeks ago and held it up, congratulating
That
him on
guy
getting out of
is a
Detroit.
hero.
He is a legend. He is absolutely a
Epic.
legend.
So go
But I
ahead.
don't hold on, but I don't understand because I now that Scott's at least explained where the line is on these things, have they given a reason why they don't do foul balls in infield territory?
They just fall back on the whole rule book. Like, yep, that's the way the rule is. That's what we wrote down. So that's
So
what we
do
got
you-
to go off of.
Scott, do you think they are intentionally making idiotic rules and creating arbitrary conflict just so that they can continue to build the tide to not just change umpires, but get rid of them entirely in favor of robots?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that baseball doesn't actually want replay. And so they set it up so that replay was going to be very restricted and that it wouldn't be able to overturn many calls. Like, I mean, I don't know what the rate is. And I know that the Braves at one point, I saw some statistic where it's like they had the least amount of replays like overturned in like the last 4 or 5 years, something insane. And so it wasn't just in my head, but I'm convinced that they have replay just to say they have it. They don't want it to actually work, and they put in rules to make sure that whatever call the umpires actually made was the call that was going to stand. So like it's just all a big fucking farce. Like they got replay because the public perception is that you have to have replay, but then they put in all sorts of caveats and rules to where it's like, but really it's just on the umpires, and this is just all for fucking show.
Tex, bring us home on this one.
I wanted to take a
Who's
shit
behind
on
your curtain?
Crafters'
What the hell was that?
Oh,
Hang
that
on,
is
you
my,
got
that's my
ghosts?
8-month-old kitten trying to destroy my green screen right now. He is the size of a bobcat, and I think I adopted the wrong species of animal because he won't stop growing. But
I just want to point out that I love that both you and Kevin rock a green screen, but don't put any image on it.
We're finally talking about this. This has bothered me for so
You guys
long.
are on Korner Booth every week, and I'm like,
Every fucking week.
You could just put any color sheet up. It didn't have to be green. But you guys are like, we got green screens, but we don't put anything behind it. Rock with a green screen.
We used to use them, but now we don't. It's like I just don't give a fuck anymore. That's it.
You know what it is? It's like McDonald's. It's like, look, we don't have ice cream machines that work, but we have to have them so that we can at least put the shit on the menu.
It's like replay with baseball.
Like
Right.
also, like Mike, it worked when I came on you guys' show last time, where like you guys put the background up for us.
Hey, Jared,
that
we
was
really
perfect.
don't want you coming on anything, please. Thank you.
Fuck you, Mookie.
Hey, anytime you want, big boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
All right. Hey, did you guys see that White Sox fan who tweeted out that he was going to get a tattoo if somebody hit a home run, and then the dude hit a home run, and now he's
Are we ever going to talk hockey? Fuck baseball.
Oh, my God. We're going to have to do hockey in a post-game show, Mookie, because it's already 9:25. You
Bummer.
God damn it, Joe. Get this shit together,
You let us
dude.
go too long. It's Joe's fault.
Yeah.
Tattoo, Scott?
Well,
White Sox fan tattoo? Real quick.
People are dumb.
it's an idiot born every day.
All right, well, let's wrap it up then at that point. If we're going to just end it on people are dumb, let's talk about these beers that we were drinking tonight. Scott, what'd you have in your mug? And please rate it on a different scale than
I was drinking pumpkin spice country fair cobbler. It's a sour pumpkin ale. Look, the two things individually are fine. The two things combined, not great. On the big lips to shit show scale, this went full on shit show. Like this is dropping the F bomb. This is disparaging women. It's not good. Like this should probably lose its job after this show.
Mookie, what
Man.
were you drinking?
So
And please rate it on a different show.
So rate it on a
Different show.
Sorry, I was
first-
reading JB's comment at
Go
the,
first.
at the same time. JB commented, "Fuck this show, I'm out." And I was reading that as I was talking,
Yeah.
and it didn't work out.
Yeah, man, too much going on over there. Jeez.
Joe needs
It's
to get
it's
back.
almost as if you don't have a producer helping you out or something. I don't know. I don't get it. But no, this beer was fantastic. Scott was right when he had it. Samoa DeLite milk stout with caramel and coconut nibs, which again, we know everybody loves a good nib.
All the cacao nibs, baby.
And all the
Nothing
toasted
like a good
coconut.
nib.
Yeah, so this was absolutely fantastic. I don't know what's with those idiots giving it less than 4 caps on Untapped. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it a thick hips.
Oh, all right. Very nice. Jared,
What
what were you
get you
drinking?
mad? Damn it.
No, why
Actually,
that sounds
and I'm
great.
switching it up. I went Laser Cat by Medusa Brewing. On a scale of the Eagles win the Super Bowl to the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, I give this losing the NFC Championship game.
Oh wow, that's pretty good then,
That's
right?
not bad. That's
Wait, what
a
if you're
pretty
losing in the NFC Championship game to the Cowboys?
Oh,
That'll never happen. They'll never make it past the second round. Come on.
Okay, well then.
Point
fantastic. Where's Laser Cat from? Jared?
Medusa Brewing is from Farmingham, Massachusetts.
Where is that, Mookie?
Where's Farmingham, Massachusetts, Mookie?
I'm pretty sure that's close to the Hamptons, right?
No,
Gotta be.
I mean, right?
listen, I'm
Like-
gonna get yelled at by Kevin for that pronunciation or butchering of that pronunciation. So
oh, is it Farhampton?
it's Framingham. I don't fucking know. They pronounce Worcester, so fuck Massachusetts.
Does anybody actually know what Worcestershire sauce is?
It's
Do I know
salt
what
and
it is?
vinegar and a couple other things, right? I don't fucking know.
It
It's
sounds
good
like a
for
good
marinating.
start.
That's all I know.
That's true. You put that with
Yeah.
some steak. Oh, that's a good time.
Kevin wants you to spell it, Jared. Spell the town, I guess.
All right, Kevin, here we go.
F.A. other stuff.
As he
Yeah.
flips a bird prior to
FRAMIGHAM.
We have confirmed
mustache,
tonight that
dude.
Jared can read. Or at least some of the
he
letters
knows
of the
his
alphabet.
letters. This week I was drinking pumpkin spice latte. It's a good beer. I would give this one 8 pumpkins. Like, it's a really good beer. 8 pumpkins out of 8 on the pumpkin scale. I'm a big fan of this one.
Why 8? Why 8 out of 8?
6.
Why not? Why wouldn't
I'm just
it?
curious.
6
Or 9.
Oh shit!
Or
It's been a
2
bunch
for
of-
2 big
Lips.
You sons of bitches, Jared.
Yeah, buddy. What's up?
Plug your socials, man. Where can people find
No,
you?
dude, he can't do
All
that on the
right.
show. That's not how
You
it
can
works.
follow me at BellyUpJared on Instagram and Twitter, as well as my show on arguably, except for this show, the fun. I guess except for this show, the second funniest show at Belly Up, Korner Booth. We have a live show tomorrow, by the way, who Mookie has made 2 appearances on. Mike's made one.
Heyo.
God, we haven't gotten you on yet, man. I'm a little hurt.
I got to get on there when my kids aren't fucking, being
True,
all
I
big
get
lip
it, Dad.
bastards.
Listen, I get it, Dad. I have a lot of friends who have kids. It's a real issue, and I understand. Kids
Like,
go
no,
first,
trust
so-
me, I want to do it. Like, the last time that you guys threw it out there, I was already like 4 or 5 beers in, and I'm like, I really want to go on this show. I was going to
would've
show up
loved
straight.
that.
I was going to show up straight Mookie style, but I take all my stuff down, and I don't have it set up, so it was going to involve setting up, getting the kids in bed,
Mookie
and by all
once I
that time,
came on his back porch. Okay,
I
So,
mean,
like,
yeah, dude. Just say you're
Fair
on
enough.
location, you know?
Fair,
Be like,
fair
hey,
enough.
Okay, I recorded last time. Okay, so Kevin came with me to my family vacation on Martha's Vineyard, out here on the East Coast, shit, right?
is that near the
Yeah.
Hamptons?
No, it's not. Shut up, Mookie. And Kevin ended up sharing a screen with me because his laptop was dead or mine was about whatever it was. But Korner Booth pregame, our live show is honestly our podcast is more serious. We try to actually talk about shit. We try to have humor, obviously.
Nerds.
But our live show is just a complete clusterfuck. Ask Mike or Mookie. They've been on a couple of times. They know it's just complete chaos. Hey,
It's a
Mike,
blast,
Samir
though.
told me to tell you ex-Woba, by the way.
Nice.
I argued with Samir over ex-Woba because I think it's
I've
the
never
dumbest-
seen that little
the
bastard
dumbest
get so
fucking
angry.
stat.
That kid was screaming for about maybe a half hour about a stat that I never knew that existed until Showtime.
Scott, you're the baseball fan. Do you know what ex-Woba is?
I was trying to figure it out when you were talking about it. I was like, what the fuck is ex-Woba?
Does it
It's
have to
it's
do
like ball velocity off the bat or something stupid like that. It makes no sense. It is a stat that's made up to tell me what Aaron Judge actually is good.
Yeah, it's how
Wait.
hard a ball is hit compared to the average balls that are hit. It's the worst fucking
So it's
stat.
like exit velocity mixed with, an average?
Okay.
Does it take into account lip
Okay,
size?
Scott, I'll make it simple.
God
Seriously.
Mookie.
It's basically a stat for Yankees fans to tell me why
It's not. No, here
a
you
premier
go.
player like Ronald Acuna should be compared to a crap player who's just playing for the Yankees like Aaron Judge. That's
All right, I
basically
got it.
what that was made for.
Understood.
It's
See, I'm a big I'm a Diamondbacks fan, but I'm a big Ronnie Acuna fan. It broke my heart when he got injured, so I'm really sad that they're advancing. He's not on the team right now.
I
but
am too, but you know what? You got to fucking power on.
You guys
man.
also facilitated my boy Justin Upton for about 2-3 years, so I got much love for the Braves.
I love me some Justin Upton,
Also, I grew up loving Chipper Jones as well. So
as you should.
I have
Except when he
four
tries to
perfect
catch a
cards.
foul ball, that unvaccinated.
Things happen. Hey, for a white guy, he's got some pretty big lips too. I'm just.
And on that note, all right, everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been a show that talked way too much about big lips tonight.
What up?
Thank you, Jared, for hanging out with us, man. It's always a good
No
time when you hang
problem.
out. Be sure to follow Jared at Belly Up Jared. Subscribe, rate, and review to all the Belly Up podcasts. BellyUpSports.com. Shout out Belly Up Sports for hosting us, being our home here. Be sure to like the page on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, follow us at Craft Beer Sports on Twitter and Instagram. We're like, I know I say it like every week, we're like really close to 1,000, but it's like 998. Like we're right there. Please tell your friends.
Chips.
Go follow at Craft Beer Sports. Once we hit 1,000 followers, I am buying a Kong Bong and sending it to one of our followers. So go send a tweet out right now. Go follow.
Caitlin just said we're at 999.
Oh yes, it's so close. Fucking I want that 1,000 tonight. Let's go. Let's get it done. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We will see you all next week. Cheers, everybody.
I hope Jon Gruden is our 1,000th.